Hi everyone, Casey Mullaney here from CaseyMullaney.com. And today I want to talk about wanting something different in your life. So I completely understand this feeling. In case you don't know my backstory, I started out in a career that was 100% not me, and I tried, just adapting and finding the things I liked about it. But at the end of the day, that's not where I was called, and I remember that feeling of just wanting something different, but not really knowing what to do or how to go for it or anything else. I remember bumbling around and striving for things, but just not really understanding a great direction to go to get somewhere different. So if today you are craving something different for your life, you're not okay with, say, either your relationship, your career, where you live, your income, any of those kind of things, the first piece of advice that I have for you is to figure out what you really do want. One of my biggest struggles when I initially was in that place was I just wasn't sure what I really wanted. I wasn't sure where my next step would be. I wasn't sure where to go forward to. All I knew is I wanted something different. So the first piece of advice I have is to figure out what that different thing is. Is it because the relationship you're in feels stagnant, or it doesn't feel like the right person, or is it just because you guys don't spend enough time together doing fun things? With your career, is it the actual career yourself? Is it the people that you're around? Is it the lack of flexibility in your environment? Like, what is it that you're wanting to be different? What is it that you're wanting to see a change with? If you need some help really defining what you want, I absolutely love the audio for this past October in the Your Limitless Life membership. I honestly think that's one of the best things I've put out, and it genuinely helps you get a hone in on what you want. So if you're really struggling with that, by all means head to CaseyMullaney.com. You'll see a link for the membership and you can sign up there. So once you've discovered what you want, once you've kind of established a little bit of what you want, the next step is to actually go in that direction. What I do see a lot of times is once people have decided what they want, they don't know exactly where to move after that. So when I was in that situation, I had this massive epiphany and decided that I wanted to be a personal stylist to move on from the career I no longer wanted. Well, there's not really a set path. In case you're not familiar, there is definitely not a set path to being a wardrobe stylist. There's all sorts of ways you can get there. I studied different people, how they ended up having the careers that I had. But overall, I just felt stuck. So rather than trying to just figure out a direction, one, I kept hiding my desire. I wasn't being very vocal with my desire, which is okay at first. It's okay to only open up to people that you really trust. Because you don't want to be really open with something that's not, that you're not 100% comfortable with yet, to people that you don't know how they're going to react to it, or they might react negatively to it. So you don't want to crush that dream or that desire. But once you feel confident that it's what you're called to and what you want, it's time to put it out there a bit and really ask for it. Ask for it from the universe. Really start promoting yourself as that so you can have more opportunities coming your way. So like I said, initially I had no idea what to do. It was like such an uncharted territory. The career that I had previously had a very set, you do these classes, you do this, then you do a residency, then you do this, then you get a job. It just was it was a very cut and dry path. So to go from that to this very ambiguous whatever, path was a bit of a challenge. And if you're sitting there right now, so you've defined what you want, but you're really mind boggled on your next steps, first go in and go, okay, is there anyone else that has what I want? Say even if it's your relationship, you want to just add more fun and spontaneity in your relationship, but you're in such a routine or such a rut that you're not sure how to do that. Start by just adding in one or two little things, or even having, a conversation with that partner saying, this is something I really want to do in our relationship. Would you be open to me planning a few random things for us to do for us to have more fun, Or if it's like I said with your career, like mine was, and you just feel totally lost on your next step, look and see if somebody else has the path that you want. First, start seeing kind of how they got there. If some of that seems feasible for you, start there. If not, go to the drawing board and go, okay, well, what can I do now that will push me closer to that goal? Like, what I can do now may not be exactly what I want, but it might move me forward to that goal to where I'm getting some connections, where I'm doing different things. For me, when I started actively moving forward as a stylist, I started making connections. I started going to there's different fashion events in my area. I started connecting with different people. I was getting invited to more things. Eventually, I ended up being able to go to New York and do all this kind of stuff. It all led to different pieces, but I had to make the first move. I couldn't just sit in my room going, oh, this is what I really want to do, and I hope that it all just created. You have to start taking pieces of action towards it. And so I hope today that if you are wanting to do something different, not only first defining what that really is, but then figuring out your first steps. And if this is something that you need help with, this is actually one of my favorite things to do with clients, is really help them hone in on what they really want, what they really desire, and then help them find the steps to get there, because I completely understand what it feels like to just be completely lost, especially if something's totally new to you, or if it's something you're not used to, or you just don't feel very creative in ideas and moving forward, and you feel very stuck. This is something that I do help people with. I help people figure out what they really want, help them find the steps, and really help propel them there, so that way they can live a life that they're actually excited about versus a life that drains them every day, because your life is amazing. You are here for a short existence, and if there's something that you really want in your life, or you're just tired of your life as it is, it's time for something different. It's time to make a change. It's time to go after what you really want. So I want to help you figure out what that is that you really want, so that you can get on the path to go there. I hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.